This is Shabir.
Amazon. Hi, how are you? Are you okay?
This is
Yeah.
Ahmed.
Hi.
Oh, a pleasure meeting you. I didn't know you were Ahmed.
So disposal, you can ask them this question.
Them? What's wrong with you? Have a seat.
I'll just be videoing the whole conversation, so you carry on at your leisure. Would you like some? Oh, Bashir.
Look at that.
Thank you. I've had my dinner.
Have you?
Dinner, yeah.
All
I've
right,
had my dinner,
okay, no
so,
problem.
yeah. I'm all right, thank
Carry
you.
on.
Absolutely.
Do you work for Marks and Spencer's?
Yeah, I do.
Are you a lucky fellow or an unlucky fellow right now with what is happening to M&S?
Well, as far as we know, we're okay.
Oh, that's okay then.
At least
As
for
long
the
as
time
your
being.
job's safe.
Yeah, at the time being.
For now, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. So you just popped in to have a look at what is going on in here.
Yeah, just grabbed me outside and...
He grabbed you?
Well, he didn't grab me.
Oh, that's all right then.
He's got it here, so you know. Good job.
Yeah, I've noticed that you've got guys out there in the
Yellow.
high vis. So yeah, I did wonder what was going on. So it's
Was that the wondering of the exciting type or the sort of, I wonder what really is going on? Which one was it? The exciting type, like Liverpool winning tonight or something like that?
no, I won't get excited about it. I'm hoping for the drink to win actually.
Say that in front of you.
Okay, I'll just leave for a few minutes.
Some of my mates they'll just go on forever about it.
That's true. They do. I mean, you know, if was it yesterday or the day before, a few flights were cancelled. Yeah, because they didn't have a landing slot.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
to go to Kiev.
Manchester?
No, there
Oh, right.
in the Ukraine.
Okay.
So the flights were cancelled. They paid £1,000 a ticket
Why were they cancelled though?
because they didn't have a landing slot.
So how they book then?
Sorry, this is the amazing thing. They booked the tickets. The airlines took the bookings, took the money, and then told them, sorry, we can't fly because those guys won't allow us to land. So over 1,000 Liverpool supporters stuck. So each one of them is saying, now how the hell do we get there? So they've taken their vans, their cars, and driving all the way there. It's a long journey, long journey. So yes, there are some mad people, totally mad.
Thank you very much, but I don't think John's here to discuss football, because as you can tell, he's not really interested in Liverpool, so don't tell him anything about Liverpool.
I wasn't telling him, I was just discussing it.
Okay.
Amazing. John, do you know what your name means?
No, never really looked into that.
Johanna, actually it means God's gift.
Right. I'm not sure my mum would.
Yeah, it actually means God's gift. Huh? Now, why would your mum not agree? Is she an atheist? Sort of.
No, she's more religious than I am.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good then. There must be a reason for it. So you must have. I mean, you look quite young. You look about 20.
Oh, like you.
You look about 25, 28.
I'm actually 42.
You're joking, really? Honestly, you don't look it. Honestly, you look miles younger than that. It must be all the stresses of life. That's what it is. It always keeps you young. Oh, right, so you're 42. Married?
Single. Not met the right person yet.
You've not met the right person. Well, I'll give you another 1,000 years. Maybe you'll get there. It's a strange world, I tell you, strange world. You know, we wait sometimes we jump in. All comes to the same thing at the end, doesn't it? All the same thing. So have you considered all these serious questions of life? If you can call them serious questions of life.
The meaning of life, all that.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff, yeah. Why are we here? Where are we going to go? Where did we come from? You know, all those
Yeah, I suppose
everlasting, timeless questions.
In like quiet moments, you sort of like of like ponder these things, don't you? It's
Yeah.
like, I suppose the like consciousness sort of thing.
Yeah.
Kind of, it kind of amazes you. It's like at times. Like,
Yes.
yeah, and you sort of,
And you think,
it's kind of strange. Kind of a strange
Yeah.
thing when you think about it. When you
Yeah.
actually,
yeah, it's true. And oftentimes, you sit there and you think, what's all this about?
yeah.
You struggle through life and then you drop dead.
Yeah.
You think, what is all this about, honestly? Many times you ask yourself. But you know what? I came to the conclusion quite a time back. There must be more to life than what we thought. Yeah? And I took an active part in finding out. And one thing that came clearly, what became clear to me, that from a scientific perspective, what we define as life is not all these atoms that hold us together.
Right.
That's from a scientific perspective. There is something which we call the consciousness, yeah, and we're only giving it a term. We don't really know what it is, yeah, because the brain is inextricably linked to our consciousness. Because if a part of the brain is damaged, we find what we call disabilities. So there is something that connects us. But I know is one day I was telling a friend, this is a pen. Yeah? It is external to me. That is why I can feel it.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
He says, yes. I said, so when I pinch myself, how do I feel myself? He said, well, it's to do with the sensory perception. I said, yes, but that has to have a location. It's not the brain. The brain is just having the mechanical element. But what is, unless we are external to ourselves, can we feel the pinch? He says to me, you know what, forget this, it's too deep, I'm not even bothered, I'm off. Yeah? But it does, there are so many times where you think, what am I here for? I really cannot understand, yeah? Because every one of us is going to die. It is the ultimate, like I always say, the only thing that is certain in life is death.
And taxes.
And taxes, yeah, as they famously say. But it is true. And oftentimes, John, I do think we go through a life of struggle, yeah? Do you know the suicide rate is the highest in the developed countries?
Yeah.
And these are boys mostly 18 to 25. When I came across it, I thought to myself, well, why? One can understand if they lacked basic necessities, yeah, where they lacked any hope at all. But we are in a place where you can literally get anything you want at the touch of a button. So what is leading to them committing suicide? Well, it's patently obvious it is nothing what we would consider to be material, because it is here, readily available. Something up here is not allowing them to think normally, and they are taking their own lives. It is extremely sad, but it makes you wonder, why should young people who have their whole lives ahead of them, why should they want to end it? Some, like I said, there are some other forces at work here which, whether we like it or not, have not as yet understood. Because one cannot explain why, for example, recently the DJ who died, 28 years old, he had actually committed suicide. He had everything.
Yeah.
But it makes you wonder why.
I suppose you don't ever really know what's going on in a person's mind, do you? And I think a lot of people kind of hide it well, or they put a great face on it, but
True.
ultimately,
Yeah.
they
It overtakes them.
yeah.
It ultimately overtakes them. No, but like I said, and you are absolutely right, a lot of people have lives as a facade. Yeah, they can't be themselves. Yeah, every one of us try to attain a certain standard. Yeah, which we do not want to. Well, we want to project, and what is really happening to our lives and the turmoil we have, we don't want to display to people. Why? Is it a natural inclination to think, you know what, if we show our weaknesses, people will take advantage of us?
Yeah.
That is the only thing we can think of. Why has humanity come down to a stage where instead of trying to assist the concerns or the problems that one has, we are hiding them because we think, uh-oh, if we disclose our problems, they are going to eat us alive? There's something seriously wrong. And I often think, okay, if you look at justice as a concept, yeah, why should I be just? If it's in my interest, I'll be just. If it's not in my interest, does it matter whether I should be just or not?
Yeah.
Why should we have a universal principle of justice? Because I've only got one life. I may as well make the most of it and go, because I'm already told that once I die, nothing after that. But we know something is telling us deep down that may not be the case. We think like that, but you know, that may not be the case. And oftentimes I come to the conclusion that, look, as a human being, I have a principle. As a Muslim, I have come to the intellectual realization that there is a creator on a personal level, yeah, that there is a creator. I have gone through the process of eliminating the potential claimants to a creator and the potential messages. And I've come to the conclusion, based on the evidence, that in totality, what all the men who were given the title of prophets taught was actually one and the same thing: a submission to a creator. Nothing else they brought on the evidence. Yeah, what people think and believe is a different issue altogether. But I came to the conclusion that there is definitely, on an intellectual level, the existence of a creator, and if so, well, logic is telling me that the creator, I cannot derive my own thinking on what the creator is or ought to be. Logic is dictating that to me, because if there is a creator and the creator created everything, then it is inconceivable to think that I can now define what the creator is. It doesn't make sense. Yeah? So a process of elimination led me to the idea that there has to be a creator. And then came the good news, which I was looking for, that after I die, it isn't the end. Because, you know, the discoveries we have made, we call it the scientific discoveries. The word science merely means knowledge. Yeah? That actually tells me that we are made up of atoms and molecules. Yeah? But those disperse at our death. Well, if they disperse at our death, what is keeping them together? There has to be some glue. What is that glue? And why is it that we still haven't been able to identify it? It's true. It's like, I was talking to a lady, and she said, you know what, I like speaking my mind. So I said, really? She said, yes. I said, can you tell me where your mind is located? No, in the brain. So I honestly, John, I came to that conclusion, and I thought, there has to be something after. But I took it from the evidential perspective. Yeah, looked at the evidence. What do you know? Have you seen these near-death experiences? Have you heard of them? Yeah. You know these NDA. They call them NDIs. You hear these people, and it's unfathomable because they start. Some of them, not all. Some of them narrate incidents to you about people they have met, who they have never seen in their lives. Okay. They have narrated information to them. These guys, when they have woken up, they have narrated the information only to find what that person said was exactly accurate. How do you explain this? Yeah. And like I said, sooner or later we'll come to the realization that this can be explained naturalistically. But until then, we would call it faith, call it what you. But I came to the conclusion quite a few years ago that there is life after death. There is. It's it's a sort of contradiction to say life after death. I mean, well, the idea of death is finished. But I came to the realization that death is merely a stepping stone. Yeah. It doesn't end there. That's a guarantee. The question then logically arises, if there is something we go to after we die, what is it? It's only logical. My questioning will allow me to come to that next stage. And what is it? And if there is an afterlife, is it subject to anything that I may do or say while I was alive? Now religiously we call it the day of judgment. I use the word religiously, the day of judgment. But to me, I think to myself, wait a minute, there is a situation here. Sorry.
Could I take your badge, please?
You certainly can, sir. I was getting fond of it, but it's all right, I'll let you off. No worries at all, yeah? So there is so much. I mean, by the way, sorry, I don't want to bore you. Okay,
No, I'm just thinking about time.
Yeah, I know, I was looking.
5 minutes.
Oh, right, okay.
Right.
No, absolutely, John. There's a lot of literature here. By all means, take what you want. Yeah, there are bags as well. But you can ask any questions you want. You are free to ask. Yeah. There's perspectives. You must have fallen in love, surely.
I don't know.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
I was about to say, you see, your ears are going red. It means yes. So I take it never came to the result that you wanted.
No. Well, no, I didn't. We sort of lasted a few months.
Really?
She sort of decided she didn't want to boyfriend.
Really?
So, yeah.
Good on Bennett. I'll tell you. You know what? At age.
Still friends.
Oh, that's good. That's good. You know what? At age 11, I was at an airport. Honestly, John, at an airport, up the escalators. Yeah. Escalators coming up, escalators going down. From up there, I looked down and I saw three young people and their father. And I saw a girl. I looked at her. I thought, I'm going to marry this girl. Honestly. I mean, at age 11, you don't think about nonsense like this, yeah? But it was just one of those things. I'm going to marry her. I waited 17 years for her. And unfortunately, it never happened. So it's absolutely amazing, yeah? Waited and waited. And I thought, well, not meant to be. Yeah, it's just one of those things. It just shows that all of us are the same. Yeah. We all suffer from the same stuff. Marks and Sparks is not very far from here, is it? Hey?
Just round the corner.
It is just round the corner, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, good. Oh, it's a nice chat, nice break. Eh?
Yeah.
Nice break.
Philosophy.
Yeah, why not? On a Saturday afternoon. You're thinking I only came for a break. Blimey, you're going to come into this. No, a pleasure speaking to you, John. Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed the game.
Thank you very much.
Right.
I'm hoping they win. It'll be a good game, actually. Hopefully, it should be.
Is it actually on?
It's only on BT Sport,
It's,
and they're streaming it free though.
well.
Yeah, I know. I don't have BT Sport,
No,
so I'm going to have to look at the stream.
I mean, they sometimes put it on like preview, don't they?
Yes.
Sort of-
They do,
but,
some instances, but they've become money clever now. Yeah, they've realized we'll make more money out of this. Well.
I'll go
Right,
for a quick
okay,
look
excellent,
round.
no problem.
All right,
You
nice
have, likewise, look after yourself,
right.
John. Please, feel free to take any, they are all free. Yes, all free. So there's a bag here as well. You tell me which one and I'll stick it in the bag. The whole table. yeah, definitely. Yeah. Which one? This one is very good. Yeah, sure. Excellent. There we are. I think you've got that one. This one is quite good.
Take that. I'll be
Yeah.
interested in that one.
Definitely. Yes. Good. Yes. Fight the stereotypes.
Yeah.
Excellent. There you are.
All right.
Pleasure. John, look after yourself.
See you later.